Hi, this is Baz from 36dB, and this is a walkthrough of our organic house environment. This specific environment contains sounds and production techniques that are inspired by artists such as Lost Desert, Bonobo, Electric Orchestra, Fulltone, Sebastian, and Lee Burridge, amongst others. Let's jump in. As always, 36dB drums come in two formats. Pattern-based, for those who like to work with drum racks with patterns, and individual drum tracks. The 36dB Organic House Environment drum kit features 16 unique custom samples and effects. The Organic House drum kit channel strip features multi-band compression, EQ, saturation, the glue compressor, and some ambience, all mapped to macros for you to customize and tweak to your own drums. Let's take a look at the instruments. First up, we have the Could Be Live bass. Next up, we have the mallet group. This is a combination of marimbas, glockenspiels, kalimbas, and other percussive instruments. The mallet group contains 7 tracks, each of these with different instruments on, playing different polyrhythm patterns to create the group. The first channel is the marimba ghost notes. This is a soft, mellow-sounding marimba sound which uses a delay and beat repeat to give slightly random echoes and ghost notes. The next sound is the Marimba Ghosts Rubber Soul. This is a little bit more percussive and a harder sounding marimba. The next instrument is the Marimba Ghosts Rubber Soul 2. This is a little softer with a different polyrhythm on. Next we have the 36dB Oppo Glockenspiel. This is made using Ableton's Operator, which is a bright cutting percussive sound that cuts right through the blend of instruments. Next we have the 36dB Marimba Woody. This is again using Operator, which gives another woody percussive sound. Next up we have the Kalimba Stack. This is made up of 3 different instrument layers. And lastly we have the Kalimba Stack Falls. This is another 3-layer instrument utilizing the plastic kalimba, pure vibes, and lastly the brushed bells hits. And again, each of these layers come with their own group of effects to make up the sound. Next up we have the mellow piano. Next we have the guitar mute. Now on to the woodwinds. First up we have the dubbed out clarinet. Next we have the dubbed out woodwinds. The first of our synth sounds is the synth ping. This is a sharp percussive analog sound utilizing EQ and reverb. The next synth is the filter grain synth. This is using analog and also uses a 36dB Dirty Little Echoes effect. This is a really cool grainy kind of sound that really sits well in the mix. Now we have the Grange Hill strings. This is a multi-sample we've created using a piano grain pad sound to create a pad. Our last instrument is the moving saw pad. This was created using analog and uses a multi-effects channel called the amp fuzz phase. Let's look at the samples. First up we have the gate vox. This is a really trippy gated vocal that really adds to the track. Next we have the vocal grain loop. This is a rhythmic pattern that was created using vocal samples and some crazy modulation. Next up we have the pitched vox. This is a selection of pitch samples that sound more like an instrument than they do a vocal, but are very effective. Lastly we have another group of pitched vox samples to finish off the track. Let's look at the effects. Channel A is the mono hallway. Channel B is the 36dB clockwork style pitch. Channel C is the 36 dB simple delay. Channel D is the ghost verb. And lastly, channel E is the 36 dB tape, dirt and grime. To finish off, we have the 36 dB organic house master channel strip. This utilizes glue compressor, EQ, another glue compressor, saturation, and a limiter. Every 36 dB sound comes as an instrument rack or track preset with MIDI, which can be auditioned in the Ableton browser. This opens up the modular aspect of our environments, allowing you to drag and drop instruments into other 36 dB environments or your own productions. To show the true flexibility of our 36 dB environments, we came up with another idea showcasing all of the sounds featured in this organic house environment. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time here at 36 dB.